you for coming back from my other show. Let's put on lipstick. Hi. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me. This is the Handmade Epic Handmade and Upcycled train. I always get that all combobbled. Is that a word? So I am also live on YouTube. For anybody who's on YouTube, you can come hang out with us on Whatnot. Look at I have my Barbie crown on. Can't go wrong with this Barbie crown. And can you? And I have on my apron that I got from Petra at Red Rock Creations. So cute. It has all sorts of Halloween fabrics. And then I got my cute little enamel, like anime Frankie and Bride of Frankie pins that I got also on Whatnot. So many amazing things on Whatnot. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I have lots of Halloween dolls in my auction today. And I have some brooches too. And I meant to add one for my giveaway, which I probably will still do that. I think I can change one of those for my giveaway. Then I have my handmade dolls, and I have some create your own as well. I have these guys. This one is a double header. So this is my two-headed doll body I made. So she's got two heads. And then I have my single head. And I'm still waiting for my white corduroy. I ordered a little bit of white corduroy because that's a type of corduroy you never find secondhand. If you do, it's usually really dirty. I have one of her and one of these giant ones. Yeah. Oh, thank you. The good kind. You're so funny. So I'm not going to be rated until half an hour from now. Everybody's show's kind of overlapping. So we can do a little build your doll workshop here. And I got this tiny little dress from my friend Amy at Amy's Rock and Pop Shop. It came on a doll that I got from her, but it actually fits my large dolls. I'll show you. So I'm Valerie, by the way. If you're new to me, yeah, Sunset. This is my Stitch and Dollyverse, and I make handmade dolls, doll clothes, Barbie brooches from Barbie heads, from vintage Barbie heads. Perfect to go see the Barbie movie with. I love that one. So they're brooches. But I also, of course, put them in my hair. Everything goes in my hair. And yeah, this is a sunset. It's kind of fall colors. I don't know. I love pink and orange together so much. It's really short, but it's cute. I love that. Look how long her legs are. Anyways, so for the build a doll, you get to pick her outfits and her, yes, Valerie, good spelling. Chloe, nice to meet you, Chloe. Yeah, I also have these vintage. This is a vintage dress too. Look at that. A lot of the dresses that I have for the larger dolls are secondhand, and for my smaller dolls, so these are my smaller dolls. Hi, baby. Thanks for coming back. So my smaller dolls, this is a vintage Barbie dress, and I just altered it because I got a lot of needs mending clothing. I alter them, I mend them, show people how to mend them, and use them for my dolls. This doll is my 14-inch doll. She's kind of my Gibson girl esque. I guess it's also because of her dress. But this is the Epic Handmade train, upcycled and handmade train. So I upcycle the fabrics as well. I'll run this girl while I talk about her. Clementine is her name because of her hair. So also, Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is used to be one of my favorite all time movies, and her name was Clementine, and she had orange hair in that movie. Um, but I crochet their hair, and then sometimes I make the clothes by hand. I do make dresses too for dolls, like these little dresses. Um, and they fit my doll and they fit Barbie and stuff, but this girl is running. She, yeah, she has kind of a darker eyeliner. It's funny because my husband said this is the one that he really likes, uh, which is funny because I make like these really big, more elaborate, like Bride of Frankenstein type dolls, but he likes this girl. Um, he's an artist too. So, hi, Starry, how are you? Um, And this is my Bride of Frankenstein dolly. Her hair, hi, glows in the dark. The green one does, anyways. Um, I felt their face right onto the doll, and it works really well with corduroy because of how thick corduroy is. Was not sure how that would work out, but it worked out. And she's got this flowing, dress with a train in the back. Um, and yeah, I love her. And what's interesting too about this dress, I don't know, it must have had like sequins on the bottom or something, because there's like oh, here, look, there's like remnant of some glitter, so it must have had like some glitter glued to the bottom. I don't really know, unless she rubbed up against somebody during the party and it transferred onto her dress, during the wedding. Making up all sorts of things, aren't I? Um, you have to have stories with your dolls, right? So there's, yeah, some glitter on this side. Yeah. Hi, Cindy. So I am gonna do a build a doll too. I have some build a doll dolls um, over here, a few of them. Thanks for coming back and hanging out with me, guys. I promise it'll be fun. Yeah, a pretty little accident. That's what I love about. I talk about this a lot. That's what I love about secondhand clothes and secondhand doll clothes too, or just upcycled materials, which is what this corduroy is from the thrift store. I think I got it on a bolt. It wasn't a pair of pants, although sometimes I do make them from pants too. Uh, is that the imperfections is what makes it unique. So, like the glitter on the hem here makes that unique. It's called wabi sabi. It's a Japanese term where people make the art. Like, say they make a vase on a wheel, like a clay vase, right? And then at the end, they make it perfect. They press their thumb into it to kind of dent it and make a mistake in it, and for them, the mistake is what makes it beautiful. So, hi. Um, so that's called wabi sabi, and that's what I like too. I like things that are just a little bit not perfect. um, so I have a large one that we can create, or and I yes, a pretty little accident. I love it. Um, and I have lowered some of my dolls' prices in the shop um, for this raid train. So, yes, exactly. Yes, it's called wabi sabi. It's a Japanese term. Um, yes, cracks or imperfections make them beautiful. So I have these two single-headed girls. I think this might be, besides the one that I have made down here, I think this is the last body I have like this. I only made a handful of them, five, four, five, something like that. Um, and the legs are from my maternity top, and then I have one of her. I think this is my only single-headed one. I think I made a lot of double headers, but I have a double header, and then I have a big blue one. I call her blue. She's kind of more gray ish blue, kind of zombie blue. Not Bride of Frankenstein. Corpse Bride blue. Couldn't think of what the name of it. Mm-hmm. Black tea, Earl Grey tea. That's my favorite. I'm drinking that right now. Finally, it's not so hot outside, guys. It's been so, I mean, you guys know, so hot. But today we woke up and it was kind of cold and cloudy. I think that's why everybody in my house right now is having a hard time waking up. Um, so if you want to build a doll, it's running right now. These are the bodies that you can pick from, and we can do hair and outfits. Oh my gosh, 100 degrees. No, thank you. Um, we're in a very dry state here. We're in Colorado, so although it's been very rainy lately and not so dry, but I have a whole bag full of colors for hair, and then a whole bunch of outfits. Oh, here's a little bit of that left too. I even have this blue. This is almost like it's not silk, but it looks like it is. You know what I mean? Like that kind of a not raw silk. I have this color. Okay, this is one of my favorites. It's not what is it called? It's not wool. It's acrylic, but it's made to look like wool, you know? So, anyways, that's what that one is. And then I have just black. I feel like I have the hair, some of the hair pieces made have this hot pink. Look at it, even glow. It this looks like there's a like a fuzz ball glowing part around it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I used to live in Vegas, and so I was used to that hot, dry weather, you know. But there, at least, it's a 24-hour town, so you could live at nighttime, and it won't be as hot in the summer. So I'll run this double header, which you get to do both the hair too if you want to do this girl. I ate some popcorn. I have popcorn in my teeth. Um, and what's cool is that these girls can pretty much fit a single dress. It just has to be this wide right here for her to, like, I think these are too small. These might be too small for her. It pulls funny. Um, ooh, I wonder if this little one, this big dress, is probably too big for her. But I also have something else over here that I wanted to make. So I had that girl. Yeah, that's like way too big. Ah, that's kind of silly looking. That looks better on this large doll here. Um, and then I have her. So this one can fit this, although it's super short. I was hoping to find some kind of leggings or something, or make some. I guess I would have to make some that would go with this dress. It's almost like that 60s, like really short 80s, really short, right? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, sitting in your slip in your kitchen. Oh my gosh. Ah, I love that so much. You're cracking me up. Um, where is the large one? Oh, here she is. I don't have my glasses on. I cannot see anything. I'm just guessing by the color. Yep, that's her. So this is I would guess a handmade crocheted dress. I just got this from Amy at Amy's Rock and Pop Shop. I bought a doll that was wearing this dress from her, and she had a garage sale recently. So look how long her legs are. Ah, she's so cute. Um, what kind of hair should I do? What would be cute is like an orange bubble flip, maybe, you know? Thank you. Yeah, me too. It has the scallops here. I love crochet. And because of the multicolors, it looks kind of, like choppy like that. I love it. It looks like a print, like you would get um, I don't know. There's a name for it, I'm sure. But anyways, I know I really love this. Okay, I'm gonna run my other dolls, but one thing that I do have, where did it go? Ah, here it is. I was going to make, here, I'm gonna take them out here. I just made a bunch of extra heads. I was gonna make brooches like I do the Barbie ones with my head, with my, felted face on here, and with some kind of hairstyle that would work well on a brooch like that. Got some ideas. So we can just craft um, and do that. I love the bubble flips. Trying to think like how I would do that. I probably would make it like crochet it into like a triangle, not triangle. Mm. Anyways, where it comes out on the side and then you would roll it up, maybe even, and put like a victory roll on the bottom kind of thing almost. Um, I don't know. My mind is too tired to to go on about like explain things. Like I see it in my mind, but explaining it, words just don't come to. Um, yeah. Or you could do two layers. So you could do one that doesn't go as far down, and then the second one that goes down further, and then flip up that second one and mend it or sew it to the first layer. I even thought about double layering this girl so her hair would not fall in, so she would just always have her hair out. Anyway, this girl's running. This is a double header. So these girls are Wednesdays with little berets. It kind of oh, I could put wire in it. It would have to hide inside of there somehow. That is so true. Thinking. That's the fun part, right? The engineering of how things work, especially if you're making like doll stuff. We just watched. So I have little kids, and we just watched Matilda, the new Matilda um, musical last night. I mean, we've seen it a few times. The kids love it because of how crazy me and the Miss Trunchbull is. Anyway, so this reminds me of the one of the older girls in the movie that she has her little beret, and um, she has the broken arm. They don't say how she has a broken arm, but she has a broken arm. Anyways, I don't know if you guys seen the new Matilda movie, but I love it. We love it. My kids love musicals, which makes me so happy because I used to, you know, work in musical theater, and I wish so much they could have seen some of the shows I did. Here, this one, I did lower her price. If anybody is interested in her, I did make her dress and, of course, her entire everything, her hair, and her hair glows in the dark. She's got, I really love these eyes. She's got the cat eyes. I want to keep trying to do that. It's, always so hard to make it symmetrical, same on both sides. It's okay, it's not perfect, but it's got to, look somewhat the same. And then this really cute pumpkin dress that I just love this print so much. The white looks like, chalk on a chalkboard because you can see little specks of black through it. Um, and then the pumpkins, the angle of the pumpkins, you're kind of looking down onto the pumpkin. So it's not like straight on. I think that's what really brought me to this because, and why I bought it, because it wasn't just like your typical jack o' lantern, like straight on picture. It was kind of at a weird angle, which makes it a little bit spookier, right? If things are a little bit off. Um, and all these like vintage trims. I love this one. It's like the not Swiss dot. What is it called? Oh my gosh. See, words just are not here. I've not had enough coffee today. I can tell you that. um, but it's I just love her, and she's got polka dotted buttons, and she's got thank you. She's got a stick in her head, a backbone. That's what somebody said this morning, and then a stick into her hair so it doesn't fall over or bring her down. Um, okay, I ran that girl. I have some my dolls over here smiling and sitting over here, and then I have this girl too. Um, she also has very sweet, spooky eyes. It's like I put her, I pulled her hair really tight. Her eye makes her eyes look really big, and she's got bangs and the pink, which I still have to sew that side. Thank you. And this side needs a little bit of adjusting. It kind of wiggled away from the zigzag, but yes, this is another handmade dress by me, and I put the cording on the top here, so it has a cord in there um, instead of just bias. And then the buttons, little tiny, tiny buttons. And see, there's that three. I was telling people this morning, like designing stuff, if you pick odd numbers versus even, it looks better. So three buttons versus four buttons. Four would not look as well. Oh, yes, I will. I'll run the Clementine again. And then, yeah, so this is her. You know what? This dress, first, I do make my own patterns for clothes. I do have like these one. This one is a basic pattern. This one, it's going to be finished. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Um, this one is going to be finished with some trims and stuff. So this one I did make my own pattern for. That one is kind of a simple one. But the pattern for these big dolls actually is from, I don't think it's Vogue. It's one of those pattern companies that is for larger fashion dolls. So it has a list of like what dolls it fits. But I think it says like 16 and a half to 18 and a half size dolls. And I always try it because you never know um, if it'll fit, the dolls that I make. And here's Clementine. Um, thank you. So this is the Clementine running right now. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I really love this girl. I mean, sometimes just, I don't know, doing a new pattern like this with the hair, and look how much it glows too. If my hand's here, it doesn't, but if I take it away, it's like, oh, this orange is just so vibrant and beautiful. I got this orange from the thrift store is secondhand, so it's probably from the 70s, 80s, I would guess. Just a basic, acrylic. Yay, Sandy! Thank you, thank you for coming back and and adopting this girl because I just yeah those two are friends. They're kind of in the same genre. Yeah, she does have green eyes. It matches her dress and the orange and the green. See, I'm definitely getting into those fall colors. Yay! So glad you love her. That makes me so happy. I cannot drink enough tea. We've been cleaning. We have friends coming today later on, and that's why I'm sneezing because I'm sure it's dusty. um, anyway, so I was talking about this girl. It's like a Chrissy or like any kind of doll like that size, like the tall, thin. Um, it's got to be thin versus like a tall American Girl size. That's going to be a lot wider, probably like that much wider, and it would fit her, but you would have to put a tie every time or alter the pattern, which I do. alter the patterns, because a lot of times it's going to be like at a weird length, but actually this is a really cute, like, would that be 70s maxi dress, but I mean it's shorter than a maxi dress obviously, but it's like, what would that be, like knee, a little bit below knee length. She doesn't have knees, but you know what I mean. I just love long dresses. This is the kind of dress that I would wear. Um, but I don't know. I just love them. The more they stay around with me too, the more I'm like, I just want them to stay here. I'm gonna run her. I don't think I did. Um, Thank you for telling me about the things that people are posting too. They're up there watching the Scooby Doo movie, so the kids are. So she's got lavender lips. I try to match their lips. Oh, she's got a little red there. Try to match their lips to other things. It's okay. um, so she's got a little bit of red. I just took that off. Um, she's got gray eyes, kind of almost alien looking, right? And then the zigzag pink on the side, and a purple dress. So, does she need help? What does she need? What do you need, sweetheart? What is it you need? It's okay. I'll hug my baby for a minute. You can come say hi. It's okay. My youngest girl, she's having a hard time. You having a hard day? Oh, baby. Sweetheart, you don't need to be sad. You want to sit here with Mama? Okay. It's all right. She said, hi, boo boo. Here. You want some water? Give him Mama's water. Here you go. All's well. Oh, wow. You said my daughter made herself a corset and 1,500 or 1,600 wrap skirt for the Renaissance Festival. That is so cool. The Renaissance Festival is so much fun because you can make cool costumes like that, but then you can also go more on the fantasy side, right? And you can do fairies or goblins or um, any other kind of, fun thing like that. Elves, right? Aw, she says she's sending hugs to you, sweetheart. So I got these spooky girls. Um, they are, one of them looks like she's sleepy and one of them looks like she's wide awake. Right. And they got two heads and they got a Maleficent dress and the braids in the middle. Can I have my arm, baby? Thank you. The braids in the middle are combined. So since they're a two-headed doll, I thought that was cute. And then I'm gonna get braided in a second. So there she is. I'm gonna start her. And then um yeah, one of them looks like she's kind of sleepy and one of them looks kind of spooked out, which is perfect if they're two-headed. One is tired and one is not. Anyway, and then they do have the crocheted hair and the braided hair, and this hair glows in the dark. And this dress is one of my favorite dresses. It's Maleficent. So actually, it's even open right here too, but it's sewn to the side, because she's supposed to have like these batwing dresses. I mean, batwing dresses, batwing sleeves. I don't even know what I'm saying. Um, so I'm gonna actually add in a. Maybe can you go that way? Actually, I don't know if I can do that. Let's see here. One second. I'm gonna change one of these for a giveaway. There we go. And it's this one. I'm gonna have it Let's see if it can do that. Followers. Okay, let's save it. Dang, I don't know if it's gonna work. It's not gonna work. Baby, can you go back upstairs now? You're gonna have to go talk to Daddy about it. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to add another one. Hi, thank you for the raid. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna add this girl for my giveaway. This girl here, because she's so cute. Thank you for the raid. Oh my goodness. Let's do this. I meant to take a picture of this before. And if you're new to me, hi, my name is Valerie. This is my Stitch and Dollyverse. And I make doll clothes and dolls and all sorts of handmade stuff, handmade items. Okay, now it's gonna do it. There we go. All right, here we go. And this is my giveaway. This is a brooch. It's got some fuzzies on there, but it's a Barbie brooch if you like Barbies. Oops, 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 oops. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I had a lot of people send me pictures of them wearing these Barbie brooches that I make and to the Barbie movie. So if you have a Barbie fan in your life, this is the Asian Made to Move Barbie. She's the purple top, I think, but I used her body for something else. So I upcycle Barbie heads into Barbie brooches, which I have 80s ones, I have 2000s, I have all sorts of, a lot of them are 80s, the ones that I have left. So, um, oh my gosh, we have so many Barbie heads, so many Barbies thrifting. Um, they're just, there's an abundance of Barbies at the thrift store, as we know. No, go tell Daddy. Go tell Daddy. So this is a giveaway. If you have a doll lover, a Barbie lover in your life, then yeah, it'd be a fun gift for them. So thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And yeah, you can use it like that. I mean, I put them in my hair. Obviously, I have an array of Barbie heads in my hair right now. um, so I'm going to run it. Can we get one more to 15 maybe? Yes, and I put the pin back on there, and you can just use bobby pins. That's what I usually do, and I pin them in my hair and use. This one's my 80s one. And see, because I make dolls and doll clothes, then, oh, thank you. Okay, I'm going to draw the winner now. Here we go. Let's see who's it going to be. It's so fast. Oh, Phyllis! Yay! Phyllis, you won! Phyllis has some of these already. That's awesome. You're going to have another one. Phyllis, I'm going to put this down. Awesome. Yay! That one's for you. Congratulations. So I have all sorts of dolls and doll clothes, all handmade by me from upcycled materials, upcycled yarns. This is my Bride of Frankenstein. See, she's in the works. And thanks for sticking around, everybody. Here's my other Bride of Frankenstein. She has glow in the dark green hair. If you're new to me, my name is Valerie. This is my Stitch and Dollyverse. I am a former costume fashion designer, worked in professional theater in Seattle for 15 years, and also had clients on the side. I work for circus performers, all sorts of performers, roller derby, you name it. And now I make dolls and doll clothes, and I love making them from upcycled materials. This is a corduroy doll. Um, if you can see there, is better. She's green corduroy from Vintage Fabrics. And then I made her dress and her glow in the dark hair. I mean, I made everything and I felted her face. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to auction her while I talk about her. I have all kinds of I have this size since she's 25 inches. And then I also have a 14-inch doll, which fits Barbie clothes. So this girl, she's got a backbone. She's got a stick all the way up her hair so it doesn't, flop over. And I handmade her dress, her little pumpkin dress from a vintage pattern, from a vintage doll pattern, which was, I would say, Chrissy Velvet size dolls, which is a 60s, right? 60s, 70s size doll. Um, yeah. And she's got cat eyes too. I have a smaller Bride of Frankenstein as well, which is this girl. She's got a bit of a sass going on. Not very happy that she woke up. I called her Neon Frankie. And so, oh, thank you. I love making the clothes for them. I don't, this one is from a vintage Barbie. So sometimes I make the clothes and sometimes I just upcycle Barbie clothes and alter them. This is the one with the sparkles and she's got a train. I like just that older dolly look. She's got purple eyes and a cupid bow lips, and this yarn I got from my friend BB, which was secondhand as well. Um, and then this stuff glows in the dark. So yeah, yeah, I love vintage stuff. I use vintage in a lot of my dolls and doll clothes. This one is another one. Hi, how are you, Jean? Um, so I made this dress. This dress is from, I made the doll too. Uh, the doll's legs are a little bit chunkier than the other ones are, but she's made from a maternity top that I used to have. It was a sweater, maternity sweater. I mean, I was hot in a tank top when you're pregnant. I was like, I barely ever wore it. So, anyways, this is from that sweater, and then this fabric was a vintage chevron fabric, and then this white was actually thrifted as well. From it wasn't a sheet. I think it was just white. The yarn was thrifted, and that's the yarn that I just showed right here. It's an acrylic that looks like a wool. And then I made these little space bun kind of, and she's got a felted mask on. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna run her while I'm talking about her, and then 45 seconds. Yes. So this dress, it's got skulls with headphones on. It's so funny. I didn't see the headphones for a long time, and when I was sewing the dress, I was like, wait a minute, because I mean, it kind of blends in. I was like, that skull has headphones on. It's from a pair of pants. It's from a pair. I don't think it's kids' pants. I think it's women's pants. So I made like this off the shoulder cross back. I always call him Jackie O, just because of the way the collar is, and it kind of stands up. Like that '60s look. But it's knit, so it's stretchy. Um, it's one of my favorites. I love making these dresses. And I do sew them by hand, actually. It's just easier sometimes. I like to sew by hand. And, working in theater and stuff, that was kind of the main way we did most of the things were kind of like couture sewing to make it fit right and well. Um, yes. Oh, thank you. She said recycling and taking care of scraps is fun to do when you're doing what you're doing, especially for dolls, right? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I do love her too. Um, So I did the same thing. So this one sold already, but I wanted to show you. So I had her hair. I just put like a wig piece, like a roll, essentially, in between her hair and made it shaped like that. So it makes it look kind of like vampire esque. And that's what I did with this one, but I didn't make it as pointed. So I put a roll of that yarn that looks like that inside of there to make her have like a hairpiece. I don't know. I love doing hair. That's so much fun. Hair, hats, anything on the head. And then she's got those like really like I don't want to. It's not lavender because her eyes are or her mask is lavender, but like that blue, that dead blue lips, whatever you want to call them. Where's all the other girls? And so I also have these are the dresses. Oh, thank you, thank you. These are the dresses that I make too. So this one does fit my dolls. It's a spider dress. It's got little green spiders. And so, yeah, the mask complements her hair. I thought so too. Like, I don't know. I like the mask ones, but I also like that I branched off and did non-mask ones. So, we have these dresses. Um, and I have trims that you can pick too, and you can create your own style. You can finish designing it. This is design a dress. So this one fits um, my size dolls. It fits Blythe dolls. It fits Shadow High, Rainbow High, Barbie, Curvy Barbie too. Yes, it does. I'll put it on a regular Barbie and I'll show you because I have them naked over here just waiting. What kind of Barbie? I have an 80s Barbie, and then I have a made to move classic, and then I have a curvy Barbie. So I'll put it on the 80s Barbie first and show you. But essentially all of them. Um, all of the smaller dolls it'll fit onto. So a good way to decorate with your Halloween decor. Um, so this is a classic 80s Barbie. It's kind of funny here. Ah, it's her hair. It's her crimped hair. It's getting in my way. Um, that's a Steffi, I know. The Steffi face. Hi. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me, dressing up dolls, because it's fun. I also have this other one. I'll run this one. I'll show you and the other classic doll I have too. So you can create your own. Let's see. And this is my last one with the spider dress. So this is the spider dress running right now. I'm going to put it on this other really cute Barbie. I know you come to play Barbies. Yeah. Just come over. Let's play Barbies. When I was a kid, we used to go onto our wraparound porch. We lived in a Victorian home, and this little girl would come over and we'd play Barbies on our wraparound porch. It was so much fun. I miss it. Um, so she's kind of gothy looking already with her hairstyle. She definitely looks like a hammer horror girl. But I have all sorts of trims that you can add to it if you wanted to. I have laces. I have purple in the like an empire waist. I think it's so cute. That's so hammer horror. Um, right? It's so cute. I love her hairstyle. She's that one of the looks Barbies, made to move looks Barbies. Um, and then of course these dollies too. We're just playing dress up all morning, and it's fun. I don't know what I was saying before the raid was happening. Was I saying something, you guys? I'm so sorry. Got distracted there for a second. So, yeah, this is this girl. It needs to be pressed so it's not so puffy right there. But oh, she's so pretty. I love her. And like it's longer than her feet, so it would definitely have to be hemmed that short. Um, so I guess I was just talking about the other dolls. I love the Halloween outfits. Can also put like those little spider rings in their hair, like the rings that you get for Halloween, the cheap little plastic ones. I know. See, I love her hair so much. I have another one with white hair, but is she have curly hair? But she has white. She's like the ones that are black to white, and she's got white skin. But this one, it looks so cool with her skin right here. Her skin tone. So this one's shorter, so it would be hemmed. Thought it would be fun to create your own fashions with dolls because that's the fun part. I like making the base of it and then opening up the drawer of all the trims and adding that. And here's the little pumpkin. I tried to cut it where there was one pumpkin right there. And then this one would look cute with the rickrack, I think. Oh, I just love Halloween so much. This is just such a fun time of year. I know it's so hot where everybody is, but today we finally started getting some, cooler weather. So it's starting to feel like that's what's going on. Oh my gosh, I can't get this to lay down. There we go. Something like that. It's hard to hold it on there, but yes, fall colors are everything. I mean, even I was saying earlier, Joanne or not Joanne's, Michael's has pastel fall colors now. Like a whole section is like pastel skulls and pastel colored everything, um, which is kind of funny. I threw off this girl's skirt. Don't want to lose it. And take a drink of tea. Thanks for joining me today, guys, and make sure you follow this train. In about however many minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, we're going to raid cornbread. Is that who it is next? And then, um, yeah, the handmade train is so much fun to see what everybody makes and comes up with, and especially if it's upcycled as well. It's a lot of fun. This girl with this little pumpkin. I don't want to glue it to her, but maybe pin it. That'd just be cute. She's got lure on her head. Everything goes in the head. Okay, I'm gonna see what this looks like with this hat. This hat might be too big for her. Oh my gosh, yes. You know who's this was good on earlier? We tried it on this girl here. So have to bend it and warp it around her though. Make it better. Um so yeah, and I also do some build a doll workshops. You guys can create your own dolls, where you get to pick her hair and pick her outfit. This one I just was trying on her, and then I will do the face for you. Um, so, yeah, I think those are cute. And I do want to try to make one of these pins like this. Um, I know. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Um, yeah, I have in the buy it now. I have all these other brooches, but then I also have my kits for sewing for Barbie. If you guys want to learn how to sew for Barbie or any doll, I have Barbie kits right now. And there's a video that comes with it that teaches you how to sew the garment. It's just a pencil skirt and a raglan sleeve top, but can be done by hand, and that's fun. So let's see here. Maybe we can pick out some hair. So rest of my glow in the dark hair. Don't have too much of it actually. Maybe we'll do this one. Thanks. Hi. Let's do this color. I'll try and do this color. I thought I had more hair done. I must have used all of it. Um, this one actually was kind of hard to crochet with because of the cotton. It's so, I don't want to say stiff. I mean, it is stiff, but it's just different than the other cottons. Man, that's too big. I thought I had a smaller one right here. Let's see. I thought I did. Well, I guess I can use this one. Oh, here. It's upside down. That's a really small one. So this one kind of falls apart easily, meaning the strands like unwind, so you can accidentally hook it through the thing, and you don't want to do that. I'm gonna try and do this. I love my sewing machine, but there is just something about sewing by hand that I love. I know, same. I would rather sew everything by hand because when I was little, I didn't have a sewing machine and I wanted to make my Barbie some clothes, so I only could sew by hand. Um, but you get, especially with smaller garments, you get more precise by doing it that way. That's what couture sewing is like being very specific about how you're sewing it, and it's got that sculpting artistry to it, three-dimensional. So sewing by hand is actually even better than sewing by machine in some ways. um, and you don't have to learn how to sew by machine. And as a matter of fact, I have a book on corsetry, 1800s corsetry, that, what, this is going to kill me. This is so tiny. I'd rather do the large one. Um, that is all sewn by hand. And it's fascinating to look at the book. Obviously, it's a reprint, but because it has the pictures of how they put it together and the hand sewing stitches, like actual photographs of like ones that have been made already, right? So that somebody took the technique, sewed it by hand, and took photographs of it. And it's fascinating that these garments were, sewn by hand. So sewing by machine is quicker, and some people believe it could be stronger depending on the person sewing it, right? If you take those little baby stitches, or if you take those giant, running stitches, your stitches have to be even, all the things. Um, and always use a thimble or you'll kill your fingers. I have just got used to using a thimble. When I first started sewing and stuff in theater, I didn't use a thimble, like the little metal ones on your finger, and it just gave me blister after blister. You get your needle that goes backwards into your finger. It's just awful. And then I just got used to using a thimble, and now I can't sew without it. It's just something you have to train your body to do, kind of thing, to wear it. Um, so now I'm just crocheting this into a circle. We got 5 minutes, and then we will raid the next person. Thanks for inviting me to this raid train too. This is fun. Um, yeah, it is very therapeutic. I totally agree with you. And and this is what scares people about having sewing machines too. Sometimes you just don't jive with your sewing machine, or um, like it might go too fast, or it might do really tight stitches no matter how much you adjust it. And I don't want to tell people to be afraid of their machines by any means, but I have a multiple I have a multitude. I have multiple sewing machines, and there are some I like more than others just by the way that they sew, and the way, like, I do have some that you can adjust the speed of it, that are vintage. I like the 70s and 80s, 60s to 80s machines the most. Kenmores are my favorite. And so you can find them thrifting sometimes. But anyways, there's just some that I like more than others. They just work better for me. So it's total personal preference on your machine. Not that you couldn't get a modern machine to work for you just fine, but anyways, they can be temperamental sometimes, is what I mean. So learning to sew by hand is really important. First step in sewing in general. So I'm doing a I believe this is a double. I can never remember. So I'm doing one, two, three, and I'm wrapping it twice. And I'm doubling in each hole. One, two, see, it's hooking onto it. Three, and I'm doubling, making it bigger because of the amount I'm doing in each hole. I'm doing two or three because it's got to go from this little circle to this big circle over here. Hi, Debbie. Um, oh, there was something I was going to ask you, Debbie. Oh, Debbie, you know where we went to? This is what I was going to say. We went to um, Meow Wolf, and I'm saying that about Debbie because Debbie's an artist, and I all those artists out there. Have you ever been to a Meow Wolf? Oh, you're fine. A Meow Wolf exhibit. They're not in every city. Anyways, we went and it was intense. If you don't know what it is, you could look it up. It's intense. It's interactive art. So you go into a room and you can touch my kids loved it, of course. You can touch everything. You can open up, like a painting on the wall, and it'll lead you to another room that's like something, else that's intense and wild and interactive art, basically. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, we felt like we all had hangovers the next day because of the intensity and the sensory overload that it brought on. Double stitch. Oh, thank you. Triple stitch in the US. Oh, okay, thank you. See, I had a little pamphlet one time when I learned how to do this. I mean, you can make ones that have 5 stitches, 6. You can make as many as you want, honestly. Um, okay, I'm almost done here. We only have 2 more minutes. Okay, I wanted to finish this. Crochet like the wind. I just have a limited amount of this glow in the dark yarn. Um, so follow me and bookmark my shows if you. I don't always do this, but I do sew live and I make my dolls, and you can create a doll. I have kits for all kinds of dolls. If you have American Girl doll lovers, if you have Welly Wisher people, Blythe dolls, all the dolls. Um, okay, so now I'm gonna join it here. I think I'm gonna end that one. That was my scissors. I know. Every city is different and it changes. It's so they had one exhibit where it was the kitchen. It looked like a normal kitchen, but then you opened the oven and it was a slide into the like another room. Like in the fridge, the same thing. It went into another, it let in, but it looked like a normal fridge. Um, anyways, it's intense. Okay. Okay. So this is what I'm going to make to approach. Okay. It was a lot of fun. I am going to raid the next person. I'm in Colorado, so they have one in Denver, but they have it in Vegas and New Mexico, Arizona, something like that. Yeah. So, oh, come back on Thursdays, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna raid the next person. And thanks for hanging out with me and joining me today. I so appreciate you guys. That was fun. Okay, create a raid. And have fun on the raids today. The raid train. There he is. He's on. Bye, guys.